It's time to talk about community spaces, which are one of the more complex community lot types added in with the Eco Lifestyle expansion pack. These can be hugely useful and I feel they're often a little overlooked. There are 3 types of these lots located in Evergreen Harbour, but you can also make your own in any neighbourhood you like, and making one is unlike making any other community lot. Community spaces start as a rather bland base lot, and through voting on a community board, they will essentially transform into spaces with a more defined purpose. The spaces they can transform into are a community garden, a marketplace, and a maker space, which happens through Sims using their influence points to vote. Voting takes place on a Friday at 8 AM through to Monday at 6 PM, and while any Sim from anywhere can use a community space, only residents of the world or neighbourhood in which the community space is in can vote. And I feel like this restriction is what makes these lots somewhat overlooked. The good news is that there is a workaround. You can enter a community space in build mode and choose the type of space you want it to be before then saving and exiting. This will automatically update the space to make it the type you chose, and this will become active in the world. Definitely make use of this if you're having trouble getting the type of community space you want from voting, or if you just can't be bothered waiting, because we don't have time for that. Now, when creating your own community space, you'll essentially need to make 4 different lots, being the base, which just has the requirement of a community board, as well as the community garden, marketplace, and makerspace, with each having their own requirements. All of the 3 additional types of community spaces will require a community board, as well as a toilet, sink, and some form of waste disposal. The community garden will also require 4 planter boxes, with optional insect farms and vertical gardens. The marketplace requires 3 sales tables with optional market stalls and picnic tables. And finally, the makerspace will require a fabricator and recycler with an optional candle maker, woodworking table, juice fizzer, easel, and kids activity table. Another thing to keep in mind is that each of the unique types of spaces can have their own set of lot traits. Now let's look closer at the community garden space. Consider adding in the Great Soil lot trait to a community garden, which can improve the quality of grown plants. And also keep in mind the Homely trait, which will increase the rate of gaining the gardening skill. Having a lot of areas to grow various plants is helpful here, because Sims from all over will rock up and start gardening and growing all kinds of different plants, meaning that having an active community garden can give your Sims access to many different plants with ease. One thing I will say though is that your regular townies rarely plant the good stuff. So if you want more of the rarer plants to be grown on the community garden, then you'll likely have to plant them yourself. It's also a great space to train your gardening skill while socializing. Moving on now to take a closer look at the marketplace community space. I like the convivial trait for this space, which boosts the rate of gaining charisma, comedy, and mischief skills, and I feel like it contributes to the social element of a marketplace. Sims will gather here to sell their goods on sales tables. However, Sims will largely sell objects that relate to the Eco Lifestyle pack, such as juices from the juice fizzing skill, or various candles made on the candle making station. Occasionally, Sims will sell plants as well, and if you have the City Living expansion pack and add in the Street Gallery, then Sims will sometimes sell paintings too. This is mostly a great way to get access to some craftable goods if you don't have the skill level or interest in making them yourself. Finally, we'll take a closer look at the maker space. I like the home studio lot trait, which can help make painting and woodworking projects come out better quality. Now this space is helpful in the sense that it'll give your Sim a social environment to perform a wide range of craftable activities, such as fabricating, candle making, juice fizzing, woodworking, and painting. It's especially helpful if you don't want to place random items like recyclers and fabricators on your home lot, as sometimes these can feel a little bit out of place. The final thing to note is that of course each of the 3 community spaces directs you in its purpose with its requirements, but know that you can always take this further. For example, if you have the Seasons expansion pack, you could add a flower arranging table to a community garden, or if you had the City Living expansion pack, you could add a performance space to liven up a marketplace community area. And that's a guide to community spaces in The Sims 4.
If you enjoyed or found that helpful, then please subscribe and leave a like. I would really appreciate it, and have an amazing day. See you later.